Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for the new moon that's occurring on May 26th or 27th, depending on where you live in the world. We're going to take a look at each life path number and see how these energies could present for you. The energy will probably be most potent around the actual new moon, but you might feel the energy for 2 to 3 days before, 2 to 3 days after. And then a storyline may evolve from that experience. Okay, before we get into the forecast, this is a general forecast. If you would like a personal numerology reading where we look at your own personal numerology and forecasts, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Life path number 4. So we're going to be working with the vibration of the 8 and the 9 for this new moon. So career, business, how you contribute in the world with sharing your gifts, that sort of thing, are definitely at the forefront of this new moon. It's a new moon, so this could bring in some kind of new initiation, new contracts, new starts, new beginnings within your career. Or again, like how you share your gifts in the world. So if you're not someone who's working, then it could be how where you volunteer, or how you volunteer, or maybe you'll start to volunteer. Something like that is very, very possible under this energy. It's interesting too because, let me also say, so also with this 8 energy, you could see an uptick in sort of your place in the world. So in other words, you could see more clients come in. You get a lot of recognition around your career, or maybe if you have some like social media sites, then maybe you gain a lot more followers or exposure or something along those lines. Is very possible under this 8 cycle. You could also be looking at finances, trying to figure out your finances. That could definitely come in, sort of your relationship to money, and anything you need to be looking at around your finances could definitely come in. But we also have this energy of the 9. So not only does this bring in sort of like a spiritual component, meaning things start to feel very aligned when it comes with your career. Might not be necessarily like what you want long term, but you understand that it's like sort of what you need in order to build what you want long term. Also for some, again, given sort of the spiritual component of the 9, you could step into something that feels very aligned with your natural gifts, with how you want to be spending your time day to day. It just feels aligned for where you want to be in this moment when it comes to, again, your career, or how you share your gifts in the world. Also with the 9 energy, there's an element here of completion, of things ending, of closing out. It could be around projects closing out, and because that project closes out and is finished, you could then see the rewards or the influx of pay, or accolades, that sort of thing, and recognition come in around the completion of those projects or jobs or whatever it is, if you're a contract worker. So you could see a good paycheck come in from that. That's possible as well. For some of you, it might be you're ending something to do with your career. So, something is closing out, something's ending. Maybe you're getting laid off. Maybe you are, leaving your job to start your own gig or your own business. So many things are possible here, but there is an element here of ending and closing out. And a lot of times when we move through a 9 cycle, it can take away what we didn't have the courage to take away ourselves. And so that's why I say layoff is possible at this time, or getting fired is possible under this energy. But just remember that if it's falling away, especially under a 9 cycle, it absolutely is meant to fall away. Like it's no longer serving you or your evolution forward. It's basically standing in your way. And so it needs to be removed. It might be that you got caught up in your comfort zone and you weren't progressing, right? Like the way your soul wants you to progress. So in comes the divine intervention with the 9 energy to remove it for you. So now you can move forward uninhibited. And though it can be challenging through that process, typically what we'll find is the new chapter was waiting for us. We just couldn't get there because we were stuck in the old, the past, or the old way of doing things. So that's very possible at this time. But the 9 also does a beautiful job of clearing our plate so that we can allow for the new cycle to come in. Everything under 9 energy is transitory, it's cyclical. So there could be some changes now that come in that might feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's around the 8 energy, which again has to do with money, resources, status, influence, power, etc. Business, that sort of thing, career. So you might see some endings there that might be abrupt or might feel uncomfortable. But you will likely see some brand new beginnings come in pretty immediately afterwards to take that place that feel much better, feel much more aligned, and feel much more aligned with how you kind of envisioned your life to go. So it's all working for us, but you could definitely see some of that come up. Beautiful energy here, though. You could definitely connect with people business-wise, like business partnerships, that sort of thing, that feel very spiritual in nature, like almost like a soul contract type of thing, almost destined or fated, could definitely come in around your career or that sort of thing. So I hope it's a great one for us. Take care. Bye for now.